Who did this? Who the freak ate my snack pack?
Good morning and welcome back to the channel. My name is Shadowcast. Today I kind of want to do a different kind of video, clearly. But instead of doing like a time-lapse video like normal, I wanted to give you guys a look into my sketchbook. At least 30 pages deep. It is a fairly large sketchbook. It's about, it's 600 pages front and back, and it's about 12 by 12. It's from Art Alternatives. I got it off of Amazon for about $25 4 years ago, and I'm still very slowly working through it. I'm about page 100. I may have removed a page or two from it, but yeah, so I want to go through the first 30 pages, kind of give you guys a look and see what I've done so far. Most of it's not dated, but for the most part what we're looking through is from 2015. So we'll go ahead and get started. I did have to fix the binding just recently with some duct tape because it was falling apart. It's a very heavy book, and it is hard to stay together when you're that heavy. So the inside cover just doesn't really have much to it. There's the date that I started, July 2015. I've got a random sticker that I don't really know where that came from, and then some random tattoo ideas. So the first page, we'll go ahead and move it over. This is from July 17th, 2015. I have it on the inside cover. Of course, I have no room right here. Can't see it. Just a random barn owl. It's, not the greatest, but it's a random barn owl that I drew up. I've done far worse. So let's see. This spread came. Okay, so this one is from a. This one is from another sketchbook. It's a piece that I clearly finished. I really liked it. I liked the way the colored pencil turned out and everything, but I hated most of the rest of that other sketchbook, so I trashed it, salvaged this one, and taped it in here. So this is about from 2015 as well. This one was this is July 18th, 2015. It was an attempt at a portrait of my son. I'm not the greatest at portraits, and certainly not the greatest at realistic portraits, but 4 years ago that wasn't too bad. This is another sketchbook salvage. Again, colored pencil turned out pretty nice at the time. Now I'm looking at it and it's not that great, but it looked pretty nice, so I saved it and taped it in there. This was a conglomerate of a bunch of bullshit. So this piece, part, sketch, whatever, was done in 2015. The rest of these are from 2018. I was filling up some space, so. This was an attempt at a logo redesign for myself. Galaxy Cat is kind of my theme, my branding. So I was attempting something. I kind of like the way this one turned out, but not enough to make it a logo. And then there's this looks like it's a weed leaf missing 2 leaves. And spider legs? I don't know. And then a lotus. Random crap. This one was another one of those sketchbook salvages. Medusa. It's not very good, but it's not like terrible either. I hate the snakes. I hate them a lot, but I like her lips. So, we take our wins and losses. This is another portrait I attempted of my daughter. It went even worse than my son, clearly, because I didn't finish it. I have a very bad habit of starting a sketch or starting a drawing and being so fed up with it that I never touch it again. Next page is another tattoo-esque portrait. Random lady, dead sheep head, upside down cross, because I am an edgelord. Another one of those attempted and stopped sketches, drawings. This one's been inked, so I may throw this in to Photoshop and see if I can tweak it and finish it digitally, because it's not bad. It's just not great. This is another one of those sketchbook salvages. If it's on this side, it's because I've saved it from a sketchbook that I was trashing. I have not really saved any of my previous sketchbooks because we're in a small house. It's a family of 5, and if it's not good work, I'm not going to keep it. I just don't have the room for it, especially because I keep adding more art supplies in my very limited space. So this was probably from 2015, possibly late 2014. This one, the skull, I had started in 2015 on August 2nd. Just recently, I kind of added the body to it. I saw a cover of The Punisher that I liked the pose, and it kind of fit with the positioning of the skull. So, it wasn't too bad. It needs a lot of work. Like, I was obviously in a period where snakes and skulls were my jam. They still are. I'll never grow up out of snakes and skulls, but this was definitely a piece that I was really happy with. So, some random deerish, antelope-y, Kirin kind of stuff. So, yeah, you know, whatever. Another thing, this one's all right. I'm not as happy with this one, but I was happy enough to save it. So, another half-finished dragon. I love dragons. I draw them. I used to draw them all the time, and then I kind of got out of it because I felt like I was just drawing the same dragon over and over again. So then I started kind of experimenting with dragon shapes and styles and stuff like that. So there's that guy. Go over. Flip. This was another logo redesign attempt. At the time of filming this, I have just recently changed my logo, but this shape was a logo for me recently. I had galaxy kind of design in it, but it came across as too busy, and I lost a lot of the details that made this drawn piece great. So didn't work out. A couple more logo attempts. This is bad. This was me thinking that I could sketch in ballpoint pen. I cannot. This one, I like the shape of it. I like the lines that I did. I do not like the colors. I'm not sure why I decided to choose those colors, but that's definitely not anything of my theme, so I didn't end up using that. This was first sketched out in 2015, excuse me, and then in 2018 I inked it. I would like to eventually put it into digital and kind of do something else with it, but as it stands now, it's not bad. This was a possible Christmas gift for 2018 for my daughter, Winter. We ended up not going that route, not hanging pictures in their bedrooms. So I saved it because I thought I did a good job on it, but we did not give it to her. This was an attempt at like a demon portrait. The eyes came out fairly okay, in my opinion, for 2015, but the rest of it was not good. So, this was a picture I did for a friend, koi fish kind of thingies. I like it. I'm happy with the way it turned out as well, but it didn't leave my possession, so it's been in the sketchbook since. This was me practicing eyes. I got into this habit of drawing a lot of eyes all over the place. They were everywhere. I think I got like fairly okay at it. I just never was able to complete a face. So then it fell by the wayside, and now I probably can't draw an eye to save my life. This one was done like 2013, 2014. It sat in my binder for work for years. It's been through much abuse, and I'll probably redraw this because you know, I like it and I want to save it. So another half attempted, half finished dragon, very elongated wyvern kind of style. Let's see. This was like when the mixed Pokemon was a big thing. Everybody seemed to be drawing them. So this was like a Marowak and Pidgey, or like Marowak and somebody, but it wasn't bad. It's another attempt at a portrait. Jensen Ackles. I love his face. He's got just a really manly face. I like drawing it, so this was an attempt at it. Obviously, I didn't get very far. This is another one of those mixed Pokemon. I think this one was Marowak and Pidgeot or Pidgeotto. Maybe something like that. I don't know. It was really dark. I mean, and at this point, I'm not using real like shading pencils or anything. I'm literally just going ham with a mechanical pencil. So not my greatest decision. It looks okay, but I can see where it needs a lot of work. The pencil work on it is pretty shabby. More dragons, dragon faces, dragon heads. Just, you know, trying something different, doodling. I doodled a lot when I was at ADT because it was the only way I could keep awake most nights. And it was something that if a call came in, I could set my phone down or set my pencil down and work an alarm without having to get frustrated that I was having to stop something. So, random hummingbird with a skull for a body. You know, just random stuff. I did a lot of random, and you could see like I don't utilize negative space in my sketchbook very well. I am attempting to be better about that, but like from this sketchbook, it was bad. A lot of wasted space. This piece is actually me copying somebody else. I have it written down. I don't know if you can see it, but seancoss.deviantart.com. I found this on Google at one point or Tumblr or something, and I was like, oh my goodness, the shading. So I attempted it. I am very happy with the way this turned out. Like, this is one of my favorite sketches that I've done. I'm not claiming the idea as my own. This is definitely not my picture, but I drew this from the picture, and I love the way it turned out. I think I did a really good job copying that. So, you know, I'm not claiming it as my own, but yeah, good piece. All right, so we're at the end of the salvage pieces. This is a really bad horse. It's a really bad horse. This is all from 2015 for sure. This is probably August or September. So, you know, a really bad shark. I mean, I was doing these at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what you guys want from me. This was the start of Inktober for 2015, and I did not stick with it for very long. So this was day one. It was a tattoo design. I was kind of coming up with a design that I would be happy with myself, and then I was like, I don't understand what kind of thought process I put into this. There wasn't any thought process that I put into it. The scroll work doesn't look too bad. The cross hatching's a mess, but the quote, it makes no sense to me looking back on it now, so I'm not sure what I was thinking in 2015, to be honest. Let's see. This was day 2. It was a cat. This is where I quickly realized that maybe I'm not the greatest at drawing with going in with pen first. I mean, I did light sketches with a pencil, but like nothing defined, and I had never really inked before, so this one doesn't look terrible, but it's not great at all. And 2015 this was probably the first time I had actually put work into sketching and drawing for almost a decade. Like, I took a lot of time off after school and everything, and did not do a lot with it. So this was day 3. It was leaves. You know, it's a rose. it's alright. My cross-hatching is horrendous, and I am embarrassed. This was day 4, Wendigo. Well, it was day 4 as a monster. I drew a Wendigo Jersey Devilish kind of thing. Not good. It was not good. I don't know if this is... This must be day 5. I'm assuming it's the moon, because that seems to be the focal point of this. The moon doesn't look too bad. It actually looks like it'd be my style even now. The waves are okay, but they're not, like... I don't know. Inking was not my strong suit in 2015, and it's clearly shown that I am not that great. I attempted a portrait in ink. Day 6 was a Marvel character, so I chose Black Widow because Scarlett Johansson is gorgeous, and I love her. And I ruined her because of this. This was terrible. Day 7 was fish, and like it kind of looks like a fish. Like well, you know, it's a fish. It looks like a dead fish. God, I'm terrible. But yeah, day 7 fish. Day 8 was a mythological creature, so I chose obviously a dragon, and I got to the point of line art, and I was like, "Yep, I'm done. That's day 7." And I could tell, like, I'm really starting to, like, not want to do it anymore in this, so that's probably not a good sign. Day 9 was spider. No real effort was put into this. I think the most effort I did was writing Inktober 9 spider. So, and that's when I gave up on Inktober. So here's another attempt at a portrait. It's Jensen Ackles again. I got a little bit farther with this one, but still feel like I'm not very good at it. I'm not. Some random bunnies, because you can never go wrong with some bunnies. Another Jensen Ackles attempt. I have the habit of drawing the details first and then trying to draw the face shape around the details. So I need to get out of that habit. I'm slowly working on it, but I'm also slowly practicing portraits as well. So that's always been my problem, is I want to go towards the fine details first and then worry about the big stuff, and that ruins the whole portrait because something's always off. So another dragon attempt. This one actually got a little bit farther. I did try this was like some messy shading that I did, and it seemed a lot more relaxing than trying to actually put like major effort into it. So that one came out pretty good. It does need to be finished. I may put this into Photoshop and try and finish it digitally or redraw it. So, all right, and I think this is page 30. So this is another dragon attempt. I like feather dragons. I've always thought feather dragons were the coolest. So this was an attempt. That wing is terrible. It's very misproportioned. But this was the first 30 pages. Most of this was from 2015, so, you know, it's 4 years ago. It was a rough time in my life. I was not sleeping very well, and this was kind of the only outlet that I had to keep me awake and to kind of express any kind of creativity, sitting in a call center for 10 hours a night. So this is what I did. So this is part 1 of these videos. I will endeavor to do the rest of them as I continue on. The next one will be page 30 through, or 31 through 60, or whatever, I don't know. Yeah, 31 through 60, and I will keep putting these up, and I'm burning through this sketchbook so much faster now that I've like set goals for myself, so hopefully these will come up on a fairly regular basis. I am working on some new things, some products possibly to offer. A lot of my sketches that I've been doing lately have very sticker or tattoo-esque style to them. So I will be attempting to put together some sticker packs for purchase, and also a random sticker for my Patreon Patreon patrons each month, depending on the tier. So that's something to look forward to. If you are interested in my Patreon, you can click the link down below. All the important links are down in the description. And I do encourage you to join the Discord or follow me on Twitter at Shadowcast Gaming. I post all of the important updates and random life stuff that comes up there on a regular basis, as well as when I go live with streams. So if you do want to catch me on a live stream on Mixer or Twitch, that information will be in there. And I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you're interested in any of the links that I mentioned, they're in the description down below. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. You can click that bell for notifications. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye!
Who did this? Who the freak ate my snack pack?